There are places that impress you with famous landmarks, and there are places that quietly leave a lasting impression. Tucked along the western edge of Great Britain, this remarkable country is often overshadowed by its larger neighbors. Yet, it holds some of Europe's most spectacular landscapes and richest history. Here, medieval castles stand watch over ancient valleys. Mountains rise from glacial lakes, and dramatic cliffs plunge into the restless Atlantic Ocean. Wales is a land where the past remains alive. Legends of dragons and Celtic heroes are woven into everyday life, while one of Europe's oldest living languages is still spoken by communities across the country. From centuries-old stone villages to vibrant modern cities, tradition and progress exist side by side, creating a culture unlike anywhere else in the United Kingdom. Nature is equally extraordinary. Towering peaks, rolling green hills, pristine national parks, hidden waterfalls, and more than 1,600 miles of coastline make Wales a paradise for hikers, photographers, and anyone seeking the outdoors. Wildlife thrives along its rugged shores, while peaceful forests and winding rivers reveal a quieter side of the landscape. In this documentary, we'll journey across Wales, from its breathtaking mountains and UNESCO-listed castles to its dramatic coastlines, historic towns, and enduring Celtic traditions. Along the way, we'll discover why this small nation has earned a reputation as one of Europe's greatest hidden gems. Wales is a country located on the western side of Great Britain, forming one of the four nations that make up the United Kingdom alongside England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Though relatively small in size, stretching roughly 170 miles from north to south, it contains an astonishing variety of landscapes, from rugged mountains and windswept coastlines to fertile valleys and vibrant cities. To the east, Wales shares its only land border with England. To the north lies the Irish Sea, while the Celtic Sea and the Bristol Channel separate Wales from Ireland and southwestern England. Its position along the Atlantic edge of Europe has shaped both its history and its character. For centuries, the sea connected Welsh communities to trade, migration, and exploration, while the country's mountains helped preserve a distinct culture and identity. Geographically, Wales can be divided into several regions. The mountainous north is home to some of the highest peaks in Britain, while central Wales is a land of rolling hills, forests, and remote valleys. The south contains fertile lowlands, historic industrial regions, and the nation's capital, Cardiff. Along nearly every edge of the country, dramatic coastlines reveal towering cliffs, sandy beaches, hidden coves, and picturesque fishing villages. But Wales is more than its geography. It is one of the 6 modern Celtic nations, sharing deep cultural roots with Ireland, Scotland, Cornwall, Brittany, and the Isle of Man. The Welsh language, known as Cymraeg, has survived for more than 1,000 years and remains an important part of everyday life. Road signs, schools, music, and local traditions all reflect a culture that has endured despite centuries of change. Wales is also famously known as the land of castles. With over 600 castles scattered across its landscapes, It has one of the highest concentrations of castles anywhere in the world. Their towers rise above mountains, rivers, and coastlines, serving as reminders of a long history shaped by kingdoms, conquests, and resilience. Small in size, but immense in character, Wales offers an extraordinary combination of natural beauty, ancient history, and living traditions. Rising across the heart of North Wales, Eryri National Park, known internationally for many years as Snowdonia National Park, is one of Britain's most spectacular mountain landscapes. Covering more than 800 square miles, the park is a rugged wilderness of towering peaks, glacial lakes, ancient forests, and deep valleys carved by ice during the last ice age. It is a place where nature, history, and Welsh culture come together in extraordinary fashion. At the center of the park stands Eryri, or Snowdon, the highest mountain in Wales at 1,085 meters, or 3,560 feet. Its summit has attracted hikers for centuries, offering breathtaking panoramic views that, on a clear day, can stretch across the Irish Sea to Ireland and as far as England's Lake District. Several hiking routes lead to the top, ranging from gentle walking paths to challenging mountain scrambles, making the peak accessible to both casual visitors and experienced climbers. For those who prefer a more leisurely journey, the historic Snowdon Mountain Railway has been carrying passengers toward the summit since 1896. As the vintage train slowly climbs the mountainside, travelers are treated to sweeping views of rocky ridges, sparkling lakes, and valleys blanketed in green, making the ride an attraction in its own right. Beyond its famous summit, Eryri is a landscape shaped by glaciers. Crystal-clear lakes such as Llyn Padarn and Llyn Idwal rest beneath dramatic cliffs, while waterfalls tumble through narrow gorges into peaceful valleys below. Every turn reveals another scene that feels almost untouched by time, making the park a favorite destination for photographers and filmmakers. Whether explored on foot, by train, or simply admired from a scenic viewpoint, Eryri captures the wild spirit of Wales. Its dramatic scenery has inspired generations of poets, artists, and adventurers, and it remains one of the country's greatest natural treasures. While Eryri may be Wales's most famous summit, the mountains of North Wales extend far beyond a single peak. This rugged region is home to some of the most dramatic and challenging landscapes in the United Kingdom, where jagged ridges, rocky summits, and sweeping valleys create an unforgettable wilderness. Among its most iconic peaks is Tranquil, a mountain instantly recognizable by its sharp, rugged profile. Unlike many neighboring summits, there is no easy path to the top. Reaching the summit requires scrambling over massive boulders and steep rock faces, making it one of Britain's most rewarding climbs. At the peak stand two famous stone pillars, known as Adam and Eve. According to local tradition, those who leap between them can claim the symbolic title of Freemen of Tranquil, though few visitors are brave enough to try. Just beyond Tranquil rise the dramatic Glyderau Mountains, a landscape unlike anywhere else in Wales. Here, frost, wind and time have sculpted strange rock formations that resemble natural sculptures scattered across the mountaintops. One of the most famous is the Cantilever Stone, a seemingly impossible slab of rock balanced high above the valley below. These surreal landscapes have even served as inspiration for fantasy films and adventure photography. To the north lie the Caernarfon, a quieter mountain range often overlooked by visitors. Home to some of the highest peaks in Wales, these broad uplands offer a sense of solitude that is increasingly rare in modern Europe. Wild Welsh mountain ponies roam the hillsides, while golden eagles and ravens occasionally glide above the rugged terrain. On clear days, hikers are rewarded with panoramic views stretching from the Isle of Anglesey to the distant mountains of Ireland. North Wales is also a destination for adventure beyond hiking. Former slate quarries have been transformed into world-class attractions, including Zip World, where thrill seekers can soar across vast quarry landscapes on one of the fastest and longest zip lines in Europe. Underground caverns, mountain biking trails, and rock climbing routes attract outdoor enthusiasts from around the world. Yet, even those who prefer to stay behind the wheel are well rewarded. Scenic roads wind through mountain passes, beside tranquil lakes, and across valleys dotted with ancient stone cottages, revealing breathtaking vistas around nearly every bend. Whether viewed from a summit, explored on foot, or admired from a quiet roadside overlook, the mountains of North Wales reveal a landscape shaped by millions of years of geological forces and by centuries of Welsh history. These mountains have long served as natural strongholds, and at their edges stand some of the greatest medieval fortresses ever built. Few places in the world are as closely associated with castles as Wales. More than 600 fortresses are scattered across the country, from lonely hilltops and river valleys to bustling towns and windswept coastlines. Together, they tell the story of medieval kingdoms, fierce resistance, and centuries of conflict that shaped the nation we see today. Among the most impressive is Caernarfon Castle, a towering fortress overlooking the Menai Strait in North Wales. Commissioned by King Edward I in the late 13th century after his conquest of Wales, the castle was designed to project both military strength and royal authority. Its massive polygonal towers and imposing stone walls remain remarkably well preserved. And in 1969, it became the setting for the investiture of Prince Charles as Prince of Wales. Today, visitors can climb its battlements for sweeping views of the surrounding town and coastline. Just a short distance away stands Conwy Castle, another masterpiece of medieval military engineering. Guarded by 8 enormous towers and encircled by nearly complete town walls, Conwy is considered one of Europe's finest surviving medieval fortifications. Walking its ramparts offers a glimpse into life during the Middle Ages, while the views over the River Conwy and the mountains of Eryri create one of Wales's most iconic scenes. Farther south, Harlech Castle rises dramatically from a rocky cliff overlooking Cardigan Bay. Its strategic position once made it nearly impossible to attack, and throughout its history, it endured numerous sieges during wars between Welsh princes English kings and later conflicts that reshaped Britain. The castle's commanding location remains as impressive today as it was more than 7 centuries ago. Completing Edward I's remarkable chain of fortresses is Portmeirion Castle on the Isle of Anglesey. Although never fully completed due to financial constraints and political unrest, many historians consider it the finest example of concentric castle design ever attempted. Its perfectly symmetrical layout, double walls, and surrounding moat demonstrate the peak of medieval military architecture. These 4 castles, Caernarfon, Conwy, Harlech, and Portmeirion, are collectively recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated not only for their remarkable preservation, but also for their architectural innovation and historical significance. They stand as enduring reminders of one of the most ambitious castle-building campaigns in European history. While Wales is renowned for its mountains and castles, some of its most breathtaking scenery lies along the country's southwestern shoreline. Pembrokeshire Coast National Park is Britain's only national park, established primarily to protect a coastline, encompassing nearly 240 square miles of spectacular cliffs, sandy beaches, offshore islands, and marine habitats. It is a place where the power of the Atlantic Ocean has sculpted one of Europe's most dramatic coastal landscapes. The park's coastline stretches for more than 180 miles, revealing an ever-changing panorama of towering sea cliffs, hidden coves, natural arches, and secluded beaches. Constantly shaped by wind and waves, these rugged shores display layers of ancient rock that record hundreds of millions of years of geological history. Every headland offers a different perspective, making the coastline a paradise for photographers and nature lovers alike. One of the best ways to experience the park is by walking sections of the Pembrokeshire Coast Path, a long-distance trail that follows the cliffs from village to village. Along the route, hikers are rewarded with breathtaking views over the Atlantic, where turquoise waters crash against rocky headlands and wildflowers blanket the cliff tops during spring and summer. Around each bend lies another hidden beach or quiet harbor, many of which remain remarkably untouched. The coastline is also rich in marine life. Atlantic gray seals can often be seen resting on remote beaches or swimming just offshore, while bottlenose dolphins frequently patrol the surrounding waters. One of the park's most famous landmarks is Green Bridge of Wales, a magnificent natural limestone arch carved by centuries of relentless waves. Nearby, dramatic sea stacks rise from the ocean, creating landscapes that seem almost otherworldly. At low tide, hidden sea caves and secluded coves emerge, offering a glimpse into the coastline's constantly changing character. Picturesque fishing villages such as Tenby, with its colorful harbor and medieval town walls, add another dimension to the landscape. Narrow streets, historic buildings, and waterfront cafes provide a peaceful contrast to the wild cliffs just beyond the town, making Pembrokeshire as rich in culture as it is in natural beauty. Whether viewed from a clifftop trail, explored by kayak, or admired from the deck of a boat, Pembrokeshire Coast National Park showcases the untamed spirit of the Welsh coastline. Here, land and sea exist in constant dialogue, creating landscapes that are both powerful and serene. At the westernmost tip of Wales lies a city unlike any other in Britain. With a population of fewer than 2,000 people, St. David's is the smallest city in the United Kingdom. Yet, despite its modest size, it has played an enormous role in the religious and cultural history of Wales for more than 1,000 years. The city is named after St. David, the patron saint of Wales, who established a monastic community here during the 6th century. His teachings and influence spread throughout Wales and beyond, making this remote corner of the country one of the most important centers of Christianity in medieval Britain. Over the centuries, pilgrims traveled from across Europe to visit his shrine, believing that 2 pilgrimages to St. David's were equal to 1 pilgrimage to Rome. Dominating the city is the magnificent St. David's Cathedral, one of Wales's finest medieval landmarks. Built in a peaceful valley rather than on a hilltop, the cathedral appears almost hidden from view until visitors approach its ancient stone walls. Inside, soaring arches, intricate carvings, and centuries-old stained glass tell the story of generations who worshipped here, while the peaceful atmosphere continues to draw visitors from around the world. Beyond its remarkable history, St. David's is surrounded by some of the most spectacular coastal scenery in Wales. Dramatic cliffs rise above the Atlantic Ocean, while nearby beaches, hidden coves, and offshore islands provide habitats for the marine life. The surrounding waters are especially popular for kayaking, boat tours, and wildlife watching, offering visitors an entirely different perspective of the rugged Pembrokeshire coastline. Despite welcoming travelers from around the world, St. David's has retained the quiet charm of a small Welsh community, creating an atmosphere that feels both timeless and welcoming. Stretching across the heart of southern Wales, Bannau Brycheiniog National Park, known for many years as the Brecon Beacons National Park, is a landscape of broad mountain ridges, rolling moorlands, ancient woodlands, and cascading waterfalls. While Eryri is famous for its rugged peaks, Bannau Brycheiniog offers a gentler but equally captivating beauty, where wide-open vistas and peaceful valleys invite visitors to slow down and explore. The park's highest summit is Pen Wye Fan, rising 886 meters, or 2,907 feet, above sea level. Although lower than Eryri in the north, Pen Wye Fan rewards hikers with sweeping panoramic views across the mountains of South Wales, and, on exceptionally clear days, as far as the Bristol Channel. Its well-maintained trails make it one of the country's most popular hiking destinations, attracting walkers throughout the year. One of the park's greatest natural treasures is waterfall country, a region where rivers carve their way through deep, forested gorges, creating a remarkable collection of waterfalls. Among the most famous is Eryri, whose name means waterfall of snow. A unique footpath allows visitors to walk behind the curtain of cascading water, offering a perspective found in very few places in Britain. As daylight fades, the landscape transforms once again. Bannau Brycheiniog is recognized as an international dark sky reserve, where minimal light pollution allows the night sky to shine with exceptional clarity. On clear evenings, thousands of stars stretch across the heavens, and the Milky Way becomes visible to the naked eye, making the park one of the finest places in Britain for stargazing and astrophotography. The park is also a haven for outdoor adventure. Visitors come to hike, mountain bike, horseback ride, kayak along tranquil rivers, and explore quiet reservoirs nestled among the hills. Yet, despite its popularity, much of Bannau Brycheiniog retains a peaceful atmosphere, where sheep graze across open moorlands and red kites circle effortlessly overhead. From mountain summits and hidden caves to waterfalls and star-filled skies, Bannau Brycheiniog showcases the quieter, more tranquil side of Wales's natural beauty. Flowing gently along the border between Wales and England, the Wye Valley is one of Britain's most picturesque river landscapes. Designated as an area of outstanding natural beauty, the valley has captivated travelers, artists, and poets for centuries, with its winding river, limestone cliffs, ancient woodlands, and timeless rural scenery. Long before modern tourism, it became one of Britain's first popular destinations for scenic travel, inspiring painters during the Romantic era. At the heart of the valley is the River Wye, one of the longest rivers in the United Kingdom. As it meanders through forests and beneath towering cliffs, the river creates a landscape that changes with every season. In spring and summer, the valley bursts into shades of green, while autumn transforms the hillsides into brilliant displays of gold, orange, and crimson, making it one of the country's most spectacular places to witness the changing seasons. Perhaps the valley's most iconic landmark is Tintern Abbey, a magnificent Gothic monastery founded in 1131. Although its roof disappeared centuries ago, the graceful stone arches and towering windows remain remarkably intact. Surrounded by wooded hills and reflected in the nearby River Wye, the abbey possesses an atmosphere of quiet beauty that has inspired generations of writers and artists, including the English poet William Wordsworth. The Wye Valley is equally celebrated for its outdoor adventures. Canoes and kayaks glide peacefully along the river, passing beneath limestone cliffs and through tranquil stretches of woodland. Walking trails weave through ancient forests filled with oak, beech, and ash trees, while scenic viewpoints reveal sweeping panoramas across the winding valley below. One of the finest overlooks is Simon's Yacht Rock, where visitors can gaze across a dramatic bend in the River Wye far below. The viewpoint is also one of the best places in Britain to spot peregrine falcons soaring above the cliffs, while buzzards and other birds of prey frequently circle on rising air currents. Despite its popularity, the Wye Valley retains a peaceful, almost timeless character. Small villages, historic market towns, and quiet country lanes preserve the slower pace of rural life, offering a striking contrast to the bustling cities found elsewhere in Britain. From its tranquil rivers and ancient forests to the haunting beauty of Tintern Abbey, the Wye Valley reveals a softer, more contemplative side of Wales. On the southern coast of Wales, just west of the city of Swansea, lies a landscape where golden beaches, rugged limestone cliffs, and rolling green hills meet the waters of the Bristol Channel. The Gower Peninsula may cover only a small corner of Wales, but it holds a special place in British conservation history. In 1956, it became the first area in the United Kingdom to be designated an area of outstanding natural beauty, recognizing its exceptional landscapes and rich natural heritage. The peninsula's coastline is remarkably diverse. Towering cliffs give way to long stretches of sandy shoreline, while hidden coves and rocky headlands create a constantly changing landscape shaped by the tides. Whether viewed from a clifftop trail or from the sea itself, the scenery is both dramatic and peaceful, making Gower one of Wales's most beloved coastal destinations. Its most famous landmark is Rhossili Bay, a sweeping 3-mile stretch of golden sand that is consistently ranked among the finest beaches in Europe. Backed by rolling dunes and framed by steep cliffs, the beach offers breathtaking views in every direction. Towering above the bay is Worm's Head, a narrow tidal island connected to the mainland only during low tide. Named after the Old Norse word for sea serpent, the rocky headland stretches dramatically into the sea, attracting adventurous walkers as well as colonies of gray seals that can often be seen resting on the surrounding rocks. The Gower Peninsula is also a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts. The Wales Coast Path follows much of its shoreline, leading hikers past windswept cliffs, secluded beaches, and panoramic viewpoints overlooking the Bristol Channel. The peninsula's reliable Atlantic swells have also made it one of the best surfing destinations in Britain, with beaches such as Llangennau drawing surfers throughout the year. Beyond the coast, peaceful villages, ancient churches, and gently rolling farmland reveal a landscape that has been shaped by people for thousands of years. Archaeological discoveries show that humans have lived on the Gower Peninsula since prehistoric times, while the famous Haviland Cave yielded one of the oldest ceremonial burials ever discovered in Western Europe. From spectacular beaches and dramatic cliffs to ancient history and thriving wildlife, the Gower Peninsula perfectly captures the diversity of Wales's coastline. Separated from mainland Wales by the narrow Menai Strait, the Isle of Anglesey is a place where dramatic coastlines, ancient history, and rich wildlife come together in one remarkable landscape. Long known as the Mother of Wales for its fertile farmland, the island has sustained communities for thousands of years and remains one of the country's most captivating destinations. Anglesey's coastline stretches for more than 120 miles, revealing a diverse landscape of rugged cliffs, sandy beaches, quiet bays, and hidden coves. The entire shoreline is protected as an area of outstanding natural beauty, preserving habitats that support an abundance of marine life and seabirds. Following the Anglesey Coast Path, visitors can enjoy spectacular views across the Irish Sea, with lighthouses, rocky headlands, and distant mountains appearing around almost every bend. One of the island's most recognizable landmarks is South Stack Lighthouse, perched dramatically atop a small rocky island off Anglesey's western coast. Reached by descending hundreds of steps carved into the cliffside, the lighthouse has guided ships safely through these treacherous waters since the early 19th century. The surrounding cliffs are also among Britain's finest places to observe seabirds, including puffins, razorbills, guillemots, and choughs during the nesting season. On the island's eastern shore lies the elegant town of Portmeirion, home to one of Wales's greatest medieval fortresses. Although Portmeirion Castle was never fully completed, its perfectly symmetrical design and concentric defensive walls are considered masterpieces of military architecture. Strolling along the town's Victorian promenade and historic streets offers a glimpse into Anglesey's rich maritime heritage and slower pace of life. Beyond its medieval landmarks, Anglesey is steeped in Celtic history. Long before castles appeared, the island was an important spiritual center for the ancient Druids. Scattered across the countryside are prehistoric burial chambers, standing stones, and ancient monuments dating back thousands of years, reminding visitors that Anglesey's story stretches far beyond recorded history. Combining spectacular coastal scenery, fascinating history, and abundant wildlife, the Isle of Anglesey offers a quieter but equally unforgettable side of Wales. From rugged mountains and quiet coastal villages, our journey now arrives in the energetic heart of modern Wales. Cardiff, the nation's capital and largest city, blends nearly 2,000 years of history with contemporary architecture, vibrant waterfronts, and a thriving cultural scene. Though home to fewer than 500,000 people, Cardiff has grown into one of the United Kingdom's most dynamic and livable capital cities. At the center of the city stands the magnificent Cardiff Castle, whose history stretches back almost 2,000 years. Originally established as a Roman fort, the site later became a Norman stronghold before being transformed into the lavish Gothic Revival mansion visitors see today. Walking through its towering gatehouse, medieval keep, and richly decorated Victorian interiors offers a fascinating journey through the many chapters of Welsh history. Just beyond the historic center lies Cardiff Bay, once one of the world's busiest coal-exporting ports during the Industrial Revolution. In the 19th century, millions of tons of Welsh coal passed through these docks, fueling factories and steamships across the globe. Today, the former industrial waterfront has been transformed into a lively district filled with restaurants, museums, public art, and scenic promenades overlooking the bay. It stands as one of Europe's most successful urban regeneration projects, demonstrating how a city can reinvent itself while honoring its past. Cardiff is also regarded as the sporting capital of Wales. Dominating the city's skyline is the iconic Principality Stadium, one of the world's finest rugby venues. On match days, the streets fill with supporters proudly wearing the red jerseys of the Welsh national team, creating an atmosphere unlike anywhere else in the country. Rugby is more than just a sport in Wales. It is a source of national identity, community, and pride. Culture flourishes throughout the city. The National Museum Cardiff houses impressive collections of Welsh history, art, and natural sciences, while theaters, music venues, and festivals celebrate both traditional and contemporary Welsh creativity. Throughout the year, Cardiff hosts concerts, food festivals, and cultural events that attract visitors from around the world. Despite its modern skyline, Cardiff has never lost touch with its heritage. The Welsh language can be heard throughout the city, from schools and government buildings to cafes and public transport. Historic arcades lined with independent shops and cafes preserve the charm of Victorian Cardiff. offering a quieter contrast to the bustling shopping streets nearby. Cardiff perfectly reflects the Wales of today, a nation that embraces innovation while remaining deeply connected to its history and traditions. It is a city where Roman walls, medieval castles, Victorian elegance, and modern architecture coexist within a remarkably compact and welcoming capital. Despite its relatively small size, Wales is home to an extraordinary variety of wildlife. From soaring mountain peaks and ancient forests to rugged coastlines and offshore islands, the country's diverse landscapes provide habitats for thousands of species. Protected national parks, nature reserves, and marine conservation areas have helped preserve these ecosystems, making Wales one of the best places in Britain to experience wildlife in its natural environment. High above the valleys, birds of prey dominate the skies. One of Wales's greatest conservation success stories is the red kite, a graceful raptor once driven to the brink of extinction in Britain. Today, thanks to decades of protection, these elegant birds can once again be seen soaring effortlessly over fields and hillsides, their distinctive forked tails making them easy to recognize against the sky. Along the rugged coastline, life flourishes both above and below the waves. Atlantic gray seals are a familiar sight, often resting on isolated beaches or rocky outcrops before slipping back into the sea. Offshore, pods of bottlenose dolphins and harbor porpoises regularly patrol the waters, particularly around Cardigan Bay, one of the best places in the United Kingdom to observe these remarkable marine mammals in the wild. The cliffs and islands surrounding Wales provide sanctuary for hundreds of thousands of seabirds. During spring and early summer, colorful Atlantic puffins return to nesting colonies on islands such as Scomer and Puffin Island. Inland, ancient woodlands shelter a rich diversity of plants and animals. Oak forests carpeted with mosses and ferns provide homes for badgers, foxes, otters, and countless smaller species, while rivers and wetlands support kingfishers, herons, and freshwater wildlife. The mountains of Wales are equally remarkable. Hardy Welsh mountain sheep graze the hillsides throughout the year, while wild ponies roam parts of the Caernarfon Mountains, descendants of ancient horses that have survived in these uplands for centuries. It is a reminder that beyond its castles and historic towns lies a living landscape where wildlife continues to thrive. Though modest in size, Wales is a country of extraordinary diversity. It is a place where rugged mountains rise above glacial lakes, medieval castles guard ancient towns, and dramatic coastlines stretch toward the endless horizon. Across its landscapes, history and nature exist side by side, while a proud Celtic culture continues to flourish through language, music, festivals, and traditions passed down from one generation to the next. Whether you're climbing the summit of Eryri, exploring the quiet halls of a centuries-old cathedral, wandering along the cliffs of Pembrokeshire, or simply watching the sunset over a secluded Welsh beach, every journey through Wales reveals something unforgettable. It is a destination that rewards curiosity, inviting visitors to slow down, explore, and connect with a land whose stories are written into every mountain, river, and castle wall. For those willing to venture beyond the familiar, Wales offers far more than beautiful scenery. It is a place where legends remain alive, where history is never far away, and where the warmth of its people is matched only by the beauty of the landscapes they call home. Thank you for joining us on this journey across Wales. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which destination you would like to explore next. Until then, keep exploring, and we'll see you in the next adventure.